Welcome back to another exciting episode of Mr. Takeda Teaches Algebra. I'm your host, Mr. Takeda. I'm going to teach you some algebra, and I'm excited to have you here. This is lesson 4.2 from the Big Ideas textbook on writing equations in point-slope form. Our essential question: how can you write an equation of a line when you're given the slope and point of a line? Well, we're going to use point-slope form. Just a quick little review. We know our standard form. We know standard form looks like this: a times x plus b times y equals c. And you know a has to be a positive number, and a, b, and c have to be integers. We know slope-intercept form. This is the famous y equals m times x plus b. But today we look at point-slope form. So let's take a look at what that is. Point-slope form. This is the part I need you to kind of get all this right in here, into your notes, and we'll talk about what this means here. Okay, so I'll read this, and we'll talk about it. A linear equation written in the form y minus y sub 1 equals m, again slope, times the quantity x minus x sub 1 is the point-slope form. So we have that down here. The line, the graph, passes through the point x sub 1, y sub 1. So x sub 1 and y sub 1, here and here, those are the coordinates of a point on the line. And then we have slope. So we call this point, the purple part, slope, the green part. So get this into your notes, and we'll practice using this on the next problem. Pause me if you need to. And here we go. Write an equation in point-slope form of the line that passes through the point -8, 3, and has the slope of 1/4. Okay, so point-slope form, again, is y minus y sub 1 is equal to the slope m times the quantity x minus x sub 1. Okay, so basically we'll just do some substitution here. Y minus y sub 1. Remember I said x sub 1 and y sub 1 are the x and y coordinates of a point on the line. They're giving us this point. So y minus 3 is equal to my slope, 1/4, times x minus -8. Okay, and I can simplify that down, of course, to y minus 3 equals 1/4 times x plus 8. There you go. And that is our equation in point-slope form. One nice thing about this is we can easily go from here into slope-intercept form. And that's the next question here. It says to write an equation in slope-intercept form of the line shown. Now yesterday, or in the previous video, we practiced looking at graphs, and we had 2 points. We have to still calculate a slope, but we don't have as a y-intercept this time. We don't have the y-intercept here. So we're going to have to use point-slope form. Because we have a point, we have a couple points we can use. Slope we have to calculate still. So m, my slope, 2 minus -2, over 1 minus 3. So 2 minus -2 is 4. 1 minus 3 is -2. 4 divided by -2 is -2. And that looks about right. This looks like a slope of -2. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is put this into point-slope form. So y minus, I can use either one of these points. It doesn't matter which one. I'm going to use the one where they're both positive, just to make it easier on me. Y minus 2, that's my y coordinate, right, is equal to my slope, -2, times the quantity x minus the x coordinate, which is 1 in this case. Okay, So now it's in point slope form, but we want to put it in slope intercept form, which means I have to isolate the y. I have to add 2 to both sides, but I can't do that until I distribute on this side, on the right side first. So y minus 2 is equal to negative 2x. Negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2. Okay, now if I add 2 to both sides, I'm going to show this here for us, giving me y equals negative 2x plus 4. And just do a common sense check here, looking back, if this line on the graph were extended up, it looks like it would probably intersect at the y-axis at 4. So that makes sense. Okay, so this is going from point slope into slope intercept form. And this is really handy where you only have 2 points and no y-intercept. Now we want to write a linear function. Now we're going back to function notation once again. The value inside the parentheses are our x values, our inputs, and the whole thing is our outputs. So these are our y values. So I essentially have 2 points here. I have 4, negative 2, and 8, 4. And again, first thing I have to do is calculate slope. I'm going to use point slope form. Put it into, since I'm writing a function, it's got to be in slope intercept form. Okay, so negative 2 minus 4. Negative 2 minus 4, and then 4 minus 8. Negative 2 minus 4 is negative 6. 4 minus 8 is negative 4. So negative divided by negative is a positive, so this is positive 3/2. That's my slope. Let me label that for us. So using point slope form, y minus, and it doesn't matter which of these I use. I'm going to use this one because they're both positive. It just makes things one less mistake to make. Y minus 4 equals my slope, 3/2, times the quantity, x minus 8. Make sure you pull these coordinates from the same point, right? 4, 8, 8, 4, 8, 4. Okay, now I'm going to distribute on my right side. 3/2 x, and this will be a negative. 3/2 times 8. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. Okay. And now if I add 4 to both sides, y equals 3/2 x minus 8. And that's my linear function. Or I should probably say f of x equals 3/2 x minus 8. Since we're writing a function, this is probably the answer the book wants. Yeah, that's the answer the book wants, because I don't really want an equation. I want a function. So this is the one here. And oh, cute! It's Belle and the Beast. How cute! And that's it. We'll do word problems in class. We'll practice these, do some word problems in class, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thanks a lot.